他的铠甲可以挣脱这种束缚。哇，这才是他的完全形态。别再折磨 Mel 和 Jace 了。天哪！看来还真的是黑玫瑰家的。
Drink the moment, Malmadada. There is no time like your first.
I'm one of you.
这也是巫术。
We each have our own expressions. Yours is quite rare. An empath, attuned to the ethereal, able to sense others' inner selves and bend their magic. A conduit and a mirror.
What does that make you? Even now you hide your true face behind illusions.
Truth is the greatest illusion of them all.
我
I think beneath that mask you're scared. I can see through your tricks. That makes me a threat.
For the gifted, arrogance is the ultimate threat. Your power has merit.
But should one want you dead? A simple
别
blade
这
to master.
样。
Where is my brother?
Regrettably, his fate wasn't among your mother's lies.
We can't afford another failure.
再一
This is
次
what you see in me. A silver bullet.
I see salvation. Of your city, countless others beyond.
不过 Mel 应该确实能拯
She's my
救。
mother. For all her faults, she has always done what she thought was best for the family.
Your brother thought so too, until he uncovered her secret. Your birth, the entire course of your life, was no accident. She hid you because you are that which she covets most. A weapon. Today, you've been born into a new family, from which you'll find there is sadly no return. Those untouched by the arcane fear us.
What is this?
A welcome to your future.
他们这个黑玫瑰家族已经跟 Arcane 有过很多联系了。天呐，最开始出现的这个应该算是幻影吧，是 Mel 她小时候 Ambessa 就是在她面前斩首的那个部落的女子，应该是。没有想到她这个巫术的真身真的就是已经像个虚影了，都不是人形。虽然现在话好像说着是为了大义，为了拯救大家，但是总感觉她另有所谋似的。她的真话和假话都显得那么的虚无缥缈。感觉接下来 Mel 的这个使命也非常之巨大，另一种能拯救 Piltover 的方案已经在她身上了。他还是捉拿了 Vander。
I regret that I couldn't save him. His injuries were too severe.
We do not lament a warrior's death. We avenge it. What of their herald?
The blood should sustain Victor for a short while. Beyond that, it is up to his own will.
You promised a cure to death.
An outcome dependent on Victor's survival.
原来 Victor 可能真的会死的，我以为他已经超越人的这种存在了。
Your ingenuity deserves praise. Victor, I am great.
天哪，
The world I now see is
他可以是任何一个。
lucid than ever.
他和 Sky
You
的
can
生活。
inhabit your followers.
We are one. This is the glorious evolution. Or it could have been. I sense my twilight approaching. An anomaly festers beneath the hex gates. I believe it has the capacity to complete the Doctor's transformation.
This will allow you to evolve others.
In theory. But Jace's attack has done its work. I do not have the strength to overcome the defense he will raise against me.
I will deliver you to this anomaly if you agree to empower every soldier I bring you.
I will evolve all those willing.
这些人真的已经不是个体了。
It's only 3 dogs to patch you up.
Loris?
Wasn't sure you'd pull through. Think that thick noggin of yours.
Where are the others? Kate? Jinx?
Jinx. Caitlin wanted to be here. To tell you herself.
Loris? Spit it out.
Maybe we can negotiate.
Not with Ambessa. I saw it in her eyes. She will burn Piltover to the
Noxus
ground for my
要
betrayal.
出
You
军
can't
了
blame，yourself.
I don't need consolation. I need a plan.
Arrested?
I can handle this, Maddie. Check on my father. Fine. She saved your life. If you will just calm down for one...
Even knowing you'd never have done the same for her.
We'll never know, will we? You didn't let me in on that part of your plan.
Clearly the right call, since you still can't trust her enough not to shove her in a box.
Trust? You believe I'm so daft I can't recognize a contingency? She wasn't there for my benefit. She was there because you didn't trust me to follow through.
Can you blame me? How long were you sidled up with that shifty, self-serving war pig? She oinked poison in your ear and you just ate it.
I know! The only thing Jinx cared about was getting you to safety. Then she just surrendered. I didn't even have time to think before they hauled her off. She's being held in the bunker while I
Jinx 没有希
decide
望
what
了
to。do. I was waiting for you to recover.
Kate, she's changed.
We can't erase our mistakes. None of us.
Who decides who gets a second chance?
Kate 他也知道 Ambessa 是趁虚而入的，但是他也需要当时的 Ambessa 的指导。
you're here to kill me, make sure to finish the job.
Vi thinks you've changed.
She
Oh.
can't accept what you and I know. There are no happy endings.
Is that all you have to say for yourself? There won't be a trial. I'm giving you this one chance to account for your actions, all the pain you've caused. No amount of good deeds can undo our crimes.
Do what you came here to do.
Hating you. I've hated
Oh,
myself.
Caitlin.
I just don't have the energy for it any longer.
I didn't know your mom was there. It probably wouldn't have made a difference, but I didn't know.
Oh.
Jace?
这中间过了太多事儿了。
What happened to you?
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Something happened to me, too.
You're the reason we didn't die in the attack.
Apparently so.
How long have you known?
It started then. Feelings I couldn't explain. But this, I still don't fully understand.
Why just me? Why not save all?
哦，
It wasn't a decision.
他也不知
One
道。
moment you're addressing the council, and the next we're standing in rubble. I didn't have any greater awareness.
How can I know you aren't lying to me?
Why would you think I am?
Because you used me and Victor for Hextech. You called us investments.
Two brilliant young inventors who shared a penchant for
Yeah,
impossible
yeah.
surprises, carrying magic from myth to machine, rallying the hope and hearts of a nation. You were a wise investment.
啊！天哪！
Allow us a moment of civility, Jace. We must talk.
Victor. How did you get in here?
You once benefited from my knowledge of this place.
That was a long time ago.
Had you given me the chance, I would have shown you the merits of my work. Our work.
No. This is your obsession. Everything you've done to these people, you did alone.
Victor 这样杀不死的也，
Perhaps
他的锤子
I'm alone no longer. I now speak with all their voices.
Say what you came here to say.
Somehow I think you already understand what must transpire to complete my mission. I would prefer to do so in peace. The Noxian has other intentions.
Mother?
他已经会用他这个使用能力了。
The arcane stirs within you.
他的体内，
Victor, for all our sakes, stay away from the Hex Gates.
Your mind has become rigid, Jace. Fear clouds your judgment. This chain of events started with you.
哦，别！
In my confusion, I was unable to reconcile this. But I now understand. The glorious evolution is destined. Let us instead do the
this once again as partners. My partner died in this room. It was my sincere desire to avoid this.
别呀！哇，靠意志、意念。那个结晶也在消耗着他的身体。
Go away. You're too late.
Well, it's a hell of a place. It says something about the late Marcus that he found imprisoning your sister to be a greater mercy than killing her.
Killing isn't mercy.
A spark of rebellion still burns inside that husk, I see. No. Killing is a cycle. One that started long before Vanda and me, and that will continue long after the two of you.
I'm done running in circles.
We build our own prisons. Bars forged of oaths, codes, commitments. Walls of self-doubt and accepted limitation. We inhabit these cells, these identities, and call them us. I thought I could break free by eliminating those I deemed my jailers. But, Jinx, I think the cycle only ends when you find the will to walk away.
Jinx?
What are you doing?
I swiped these from the guard station. If you come, help use all that explosive potential of yours for good, maybe we could rewrite your story
Oh
like you did
man，
with Zahn.
What do you think? Sure, right? You're never gonna give up on me, are
对
you?
啊，他真的。
Hey!
You don't have to worry about me anymore. You don't need to feel guilty about being happy. You deserve to be with her.
Wait.
There's no good version of me.
What are you gonna do?
Break the cycle.
Jinx! Yet it has dictated the course
尔看也应该在他的血液中。
I'm no more than a passenger. A life I spent in self-pity. Now it's gone. I can never return to it.
I've been confused about a lot lately. But there's one thing I know in my bones. There is no force in this world that can control you. You will never be a passenger.
哦，塞维卡，好久没见了。
Quiet! Forgive me, but we don't have much time.
这身衣服挺帅的。
The likes of which Piltover, perhaps Runeterra itself, has never faced. Ideals or territory.
It's a fight for humanity itself. I'm asking, no begging you, every one of you, top side and bottom, to aid us in this coming war. And it will be a war. Now, this isn't a fair request, but it is our only hope. The forces against us are too great. We need every hand we can get. We're abandoning the city's outskirts to stage our defense at the Hex Gates, the final bastion of our salvation. If you choose to flee, don't stop running.
Aww.
But I'm choosing to fight. And I pray that you will join me.
Jace.就开始参军了。又是在这座桥上，终于他们能够团结一些了。
Say it. You told me so. I was an idiot to trust her. I went behind your back. I choose wrong every time. And because of it, I lost everyone.
You really think I needed all the guards at the Hex Gates? Sorry to say, you've grown a bit predictable.
啊，好迷人呀 ，Kaylee。这么刺激吗？在监狱里面。
Listen, while you were gone,
哦。
I saw someone.
Kate. I don't
哦。天哪！真的吗？但如果现在真的不去找 Jinx 的话，确实 Jinx 要，Y 他肯定是很感激的。哦。我好为 K 也感到高兴了。
Lies. You taught me the best lies come round
应该
to
是
truth. What really happened to Kino?
半真半假，他的
Your
话。
brother was struck with curiosity. He got caught in their web and with every action grew more deeply entangled.
So you let him die?
I carried him in my belly, nursed him from my bosom. He was all the sweetness in my heart. For that they took him, carved into me a wound that will never close. I pray you never suffer the agony of being forced to forsake one child to save another.
You should have come to me.
You'd have made the impossible intolerable. I did what you could not. For you. For the family.
Piltover has nothing to do with your feud. Board your boats. Leave our shores. I will join you. We can avenge Kino together.
This is more than vengeance, child. These mages dangle over our heads a sword that impales us should we rise too high. Their very nature violates the most core of Noxian principles, that every one of us is equal on the battlefield. That through cunning, sweat, and steel, we shape our destinies. The fact you've come to parley for your friends' lives prove you still lack the wrath necessary to defeat an enemy like the Rose.
What have you done, Mother?
天哪，安白萨，
Doctor, you may begin the process.
Very well.
天哪，把 Vander
Guess this is goodbye.
Thank you very much for your company in my solitude, Miss Young. I will miss our talks.
No. You won't. Take a seat, but I
就像是 Victor 心里还有人性的那一部分也消失了一般。哦，他记不住了。也忘了自己是谁了。就像是回收这些能量，让他能重新的恢复过来了。哦，已经不是人了呀。最后 Victor 感觉像是这个 Hextech 和狼人的整个结合了。我觉得就是随着 Sky 的离去，他的这个人性也算是丧失了，或者说是他已经完全不是人了。 总让我觉得这结尾逝去的不仅是 Vander， 其实也是 Victor， 或者说能够促进这最终力量完成形态的力量，就需要摒弃掉人性，或者说是可能吸收掉了人性，才能够有这样极大成作。Sky 本身就像是还残存着 Victor 他心中善的那部分吧。这样也有一种造化弄人的感受啊，因为 Jace 他本身是想摧毁掉 Hextech， 改变掉未来，但是这样一来反而其实促成了他不想看到那种悲剧。Victor 也是最终看到了这个人性恶的这一面， Ambassa 也是完全像是入魔了一般吧。而且说实话，到了现在还是 Victor 他自己的意志，还是说是这狂野符文的意志了，已经都分不清了。其实 Victor 又怎么不像是他那些傀儡一样，也只是一个载体呢？很高兴这一集终于回到了 Mel 他的一些故事上吧。正开之前那个虚影人他所跟 Mel 所说的，就是在 Ambassa 跟他们部落的一个人就是诞生出了 Mel， 所以 Mel 他应该就是带着黑玫瑰他们家族的血液的。当然不知道他所说的 Ambassa 把他是当做武器是否是真，但是 Ambassa 他肯定是非常在乎自己的家人的。不可否认是 Mel 他确实是一个很强大的武器。如果 Ambassa 真的就是为了能有一日用到它，然后把它先放到不会受到危险的地方，比如说当时的 Piltover， 这样对于他的大计划也是有着帮助的。他的哥哥就是基诺，应该就是其实是为了 Mel 牺牲掉了。所以当时黑玫瑰家族他们抓了那个人就是基诺，但是发现不是那个带着他们身上血液的孩子，也是真的就是 Ambassa 的野心所致吧。所以当时 Ambassa 偷走的那样东西，应该就是这个有着非常强的防御机制，或者甚至还有点预知的感觉吧。在这样的一个法师的能力孕育出了 Mel， 所以 Mel 他天生就是携带着这样的能力。在这一集开头的时候，等于说是通过黑玫瑰家族这样全都能释放出来了。这集看到就是破碎感这么强，但是又这么美丽的 Jinx 真的是虐死。他对 Silco 说的那句你才来啊，真的就是他已经经历过太多这样那些曾经被他害死的人们，不断的像幽灵一般的一直盘绕在他的脑海中，影响着他的精神。但是因为伊莎的出现，他已经很久没有这种症状了，多少已经沉浸在这样美好的生活里了，所以 Silco 已经很久没来了。Y 他真的是一直都是如此的担忧着自己的妹妹，永远都在为着她着想，为了她，即使他杀了很多条人命，但是他还是想着为她谋出路。这样子一进来抱住 Jinx 的时候，天 Kaylin 变了， Jinx 也变了，但是 Y 他一直都没有变，心中是充满着正义，即使他有着非常强的这个武力，但他的内心又是有着脆弱的。他其实这个时候已经算是接受了 Jinx， 也没有再去说过去了，他已经想着 Jinx 他可以能够有个更好的未来。而且 Jinx 他明明也是那么讨厌 Kaylin，一直把 Kaylin 看作是魔鬼一般的形象，但是这个时候在离别之际，还让 Y 和 Kaylin 能够和好，让他们去过好的生活，让 Y 不用为自己的快乐而内疚。我天哪！但是 Y 应该还是读错了他妹妹的想法，他可能觉得 Jinx 还要出去干不好的事情。Jinx 其实已经在类似于交代后事了，他觉得自己无可救药了，他觉得自己身边所有人都因为他而离他而去了。Kaylin 也一样了，他明明也是对 Jinx 这个杀母仇人一直憎恨于心。这一季开头的时候，他也是被仇恨多少冲昏了头脑吧。不管是上一季帮助了 Y 他们就是去救 Vander， 还是这一季他对 Jinx 的这个态度， Jinx 本身也不是他抓进牢里的。我太佩服了 Kaylin， 他看到 Y 的伤口也是心疼的，他也这样去安慰 Y。 这一季也是看到了上下城类似于齐心要对抗对外势力的，应该是在征兵的这么一个阶段吧。很典型的一般这种放下阶级仇恨的解决方法，或者说是另外一条出路，就是一起对抗一些共同的侵略者这种憎恨仇恨。我觉得这也并不是真的能解决根本问题吧。就双城他们的这问题应该是就是像 Jinx 和 Silco 说的，就上下城的这个仇恨它就是一个循环吧，得到了缓解，因为他们有一个新的共同的目标。但是呢，这问题它肯定还是终究在的，最终的问题还是人性的问题。就真正做到那种人人平等的社会，就像 Victor 他把那些人所有的个性都已经消磨没了，那乌托邦看似是很美，最后还是产生了这样的悲剧吧。 不得不说，比起 Victor， 我觉得 Echo 他可能更像是祖安城的真正的英雄吧。他当时选择上一集离开那一条非常美好的时间线的时候，他真的是完成了一种对于自我的一种牺牲了。Victor 他像是在寻求一种完美，一种真正那种大同社会，但是 Echo 他是实实在在想要去帮助到那些根本去不到那样美好未来的人们，去经历并帮助他们现在所遭遇的这些苦楚。他接受得了这样有一些瑕疵、不完美的这样的社会，他就是为了要帮助拯救他的同伴们。其实 Victor 也看清了，就真正这些苦难、这些受苦的人，他们的苦难的根源到底是就只是因为 Hextech 吗？因为诺克萨斯或者祖安吗？根源其实还是人性使然啊！我觉得他现在要做的事情已经远超于双城之间的这个矛盾了，这可能也是黑色玫瑰他将要就是去阻止的吧。不得不说 Mel 和 Jace 这一集真的是也让我挺感动的，就是他们真的是一直在扶持着彼此嘛。Mel 我相信他还是坚持着自己的这个理念的，他也并不是完全被黑色玫瑰就给说服了之类的。我就回想起第一季的时候，他跟 Jace 突然莫名其妙的就是在一起了，我看着他俩感情线还有点懵。但是 Mel 他确实就是从一开始就是很想扶持这样子有抱负有理想的年轻人，这都是为了 Piltover 他的进步所想的。到了现在他真的也是为数不多能够真正理解 Jace 的人，他俩真的是没少抗压，成年人靠谱夫妇。真的很期待他们接下来要如何面对这兵分两路的大战大局，这个进度还是蛮快的。这期视频就到这，我们下期再见了，拜拜。